Welcome to the third video for TCPIII built model building. Right in front of us, we have Star Wars, A New Hope, C-3PO. Yes, this puppy's been around since 1977. I don't know if you can see it or not. It does say right there at the top, if it'll focus. Will it focus? Anyways, 1977, 20th Century Fox Film Corp. Yeah, I paid just under $10 for this about 20 years ago. If we continue scanning down the model, or the box art I should say for the model, we see that this actual size is about 10 inches. So he's a little bit taller than R2, which we saw in the previous video. So when I go ahead and I get finished, I'm hopefully going to go ahead and put these guys both on a base together. Kind of do the typical pose with having C-3PO's hand right on top of him. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box art as normal for us. We don't have anything fancy here on the side, just says Star Wars Authentic C-3PO. Let's go ahead. Also look for R2-D2, available now in an authentic scale model kit from MPC. Yeah, I think I've got one, although a later edition. It's 3PO from Star Wars, the greatest sci-fi film of all times. I know a bunch of people that would argue that one. I'd argue it. But let's see, coming here to the other side, as we already know, he's 10 inches tall. Let's see, red eyes included, head swivels, ooh, body tilts, arm moves, authentic detail throughout. Let's see, piece of tape over here. Detailed control panel with removable cover. Ooh. And display base included. Black paint not included, helpful for fine details. 1977 down here on the bottom. Fun Dimensions. General Mills Fun Group Incorporated. Nice. Let's go ahead and let's pan out. And let's open this box up and see what we've got inside here. As you can see from the box, there's some dust on here, although I did wipe it down a little bit. The gentleman who I bought this from had opened it previously and was wanting to go ahead and do it, but he wasn't able to do it for whatever reason, so he put it for sale in his hobby store over at Cordova Hobbies here in Sacramento area. Oh, let's see. Star Wars C-3PO, Android Assembly Manual, and this is definitely yellowed over the years. Now, this actually was made in '77 and has been staying around all this time. Yeah, it's been over 30 years. 36 years since this was made. Ouch, okay, now I'm feeling old. Alright, let's go ahead and open up the parts here. Huh. Looks like we got a couple red pieces here. Those are probably his eyes there. I'm not sure what the other red piece is. Got a rubber band. I'm assuming that's to allow him to flex. Actually, the rubber band doesn't seem to be in too bad a condition here. Huh. Let's see, it looks like we got some chrome pieces here. I don't recall him having anything chrome on him. I thought he was all gold. Yeah, we'll put these back into here for right now. And we'll continue taking a look at the other pieces here. But first, I'm going to need to unbag these so that way I can present them to you guys. So we'll be back in a moment. And welcome back. You know what happens when a model's been sitting around for some 30 plus years and has not been worked on? Well, you get a situation kind of like this guy here. Notice, empty sprue. Notice, empty sprue. Now mind you, the package was completely sealed up. Notice again, empty sprue. Notice. Okay, 2 parts on that sprue. I'm assuming that's back panel, pretty much. Anyways, so I'm going to put these sprue pieces aside back in the box, and we'll take a look and see what all we've got here. Looking around, I can see we've got his head right here, front and back of it. You seem to have his chest piece. Kind of pan this out a little bit. We got his backside. Let's see. Looks like we got his foot. Looks like we got the servos that go along the inside of the arms. We have the various arm pieces here. We have the base right there, which I probably won't use that. Or maybe I'll expand upon it to go ahead and create a new base for R2 to sit on as well. It looks like we've got, I'm assuming this is the piece to go ahead and allow for the articulation. I noticed that the head has a, there we go, has a loop on it. And I'm assuming that's to go ahead and fit the rubber band. So we got his legs as well. Not a very complicated model as far as models go. Not too many parts. Let's see, taking a look here real quick. Trying to take a look to see what may go where. Okay, so that's his front, and probably, no, this piece goes underneath. Yeah, because there's a couple tabs, and then some of the chrome pieces go underneath here, giving him the look that you see there in the belly area. So overall, I kind of like this model. Again, it's fairly simple, kind of like what R2 was. Although I think R2 is a lot nicer model because it comes with all the chrome already there, whereas C3PO there, not too golden. He's cast in kind of a goldenish plastic, but you know, definitely he'll need to go ahead and get a good coat of gold paint on him. As to whether, you know, I know Model Masters has some good stuff there, so I'll probably go ahead and show you a special technique that I've got for going ahead and painting and making it look a little bit more metallic. Something that I went ahead and experimented on years ago, actually on an X-Wing fighter, and it worked pretty well. A friend of mine asked me where I got a metal X-Wing from, and I had to tell him it wasn't a metal one, it was a plastic one, just a painting technique that I used. Steve Neal actually went ahead and talked about it one time on his webcast, on his YouTube channel there, Steve Neal's Garage. Like the R2-D2 model. I did go ahead and order the electronics for this particular model. It's not necessarily for this specific model. This specific one, of course, came out so many years ago, but the scale is all the same and whatnot, so I'm hoping that the electronics will fit. The electronics basically only goes ahead and lights up his eyes, because let's face it, that's the only thing that was really lit up on him. So that's about the only thing that we'll really notice on him. I may go ahead and pick up some type of sound card or sound chip and speaker setup, so that way I can go ahead and put some sounds onto a bass unit, so that way you can go ahead and it'll go ahead and loop through a bunch of different sounds, and that could be kind of cool to go ahead and hear and see. So welcome again to the third one. This will actually be my second build that I will actually do. Flying stub, still waiting for the parts. I actually am filming the R2 and the C3PO back to back, actually. I pulled these both out of the closet area and wanted to go ahead and kind of show them off a little bit. I gotta admit, even though I'm not necessarily a Star Wars fan, like a lot of people, I did enjoy the models. I enjoyed the storyline. I gotta admit, I just enjoyed the models for a lot of reasons. So I'm looking forward to going ahead and doing this particular build. I've never built these guys before, so I've built some of the other ships, but not these. So again, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Have a good one, and continue building, people.